All right, in this section, I'm going to show you guys how to create, or actually it's already created, how to grab your Facebook conversion pixel from Facebook and how to implement it and put it into your Shopify store. This way, when you start making ads, you can actually start tracking conversions. And I'll also basically show you when you make the ad how to choose that pixel. So first thing first, and once you're in your Facebook Ads Manager, right now all I did is I went to Tools and I went to Pixels, and that's what brought me to this page that I'm currently on. Next, we're going to go to Actions and View Pixel Code. Right here, you have a long pixel code. I'm going to copy this and paste it in a notepad real quick for you. So this whole entire thing, we're just going to copy it. Let me grab it. Paste it here. Now we're going to go back, and under here, we're going to click See More. We're going to scroll down until we see the Purchase section. We're going to copy this little piece of code right here. I'm going to go back to our notepad. Now, if you notice the way this pixel looks, right here it says Page View Script. We're going to put our cursor there, enter a few times, paste the new code I just copied, enter again. And this is just to make it clear so we can see this is separated from everything else. So now, if you notice here, there is a value section. Now, not everyone's going to use this. Basically, Facebook does this so inside of Facebook, you can also see how much money you made. Obviously, you can go to Shopify and see that. And unfortunately, Facebook gives you one value. So unless you're selling one product or all your products have a very similar margin, you might not be able to leverage this the right way. So you could leave this at 0, because the whole point here is to just get conversions, to track conversions, not exactly the value. Value, you can go to your Shopify, you know how much money you made, etc. So once we install this little snippet, this little piece of code within the big code, we're going to copy this whole entire code. And now we're going to go into Shopify. Once we're in Shopify, we're going to go to Online Store. Just kidding. We're going to go to Settings, and then we're going to go to Checkout. Once we're here, we're going to scroll down until you see right here. So let's see. Under the order processing, on the bottom here, you're going to see additional content and scripts. As you can see, it says any additional instructions or scripts you'd like to appear on the thank you page of the checkout. Use this for ROI, conversion tracking codes, etc. So the way this works, just so you understand, we're going to paste this pixel right here. So now what happens is when somebody makes a purchase on your store, they're going to land on your thank you page, obviously. That's what happens after someone completes their checkout. This code is on the back end. So whenever somebody lands there, this code and Shopify is going to basically fire or trigger this code. It's going to fire it over to Facebook saying somebody landed on the thank you page, which basically initiated a completed order, a checkout in other words, and Facebook will know exactly what ad it came from. So it's going to trigger that signal over, and that ad will now show one conversion, okay? So once we're done with this, we're going to click Save on the top, drag this down a little so you can see. We're just going to click Save. Now the pixel is installed on your store. You grabbed it from Facebook. We included that little snippet in there, the little extra code for purchase. You could do the value if you want to, if you're selling a product, like 1 or 2 products with similar margins, or just leave them at 0. And then we paste it here. You go to Settings, Checkout, and then you just paste it here. Save it, and you're done. Now the pixel is in place. Now I'm going to I'll cut the video. I'm going to take you into pretending like I'm making an ad just to show you where you actually choose this pixel when you're making an ad, okay? And I do have another video under, I gotta see what module, but I'll put it in the description below. Basically, once you have this all set up, there's already a video in VCF which will show you how you can now go to your ad and use the FB or Facebook reports section and see which conversions came from what ad. So that's the whole point of doing this, so we can track that. So let's go in Facebook real quick, and I'll show you how to choose this pixel when you're making ads. All right, so now I'm inside of Power Editor, and I'm going to show you where you would go to actually pick the pixel when you're making your ad. Now, just to make it simple, let's say we're making a brand new ad, create new, golfing. We will say it is a video views ad, golfing, and golfing. Okay. Obviously, you would be doing this the right way. This is just to show you where you would go to pick your pixel. So now we have campaign, we have ad set, and we have your ad level. Okay, your campaign is your main objective. You know, if it's video views, website conversions, etc. Your ad set is where you pick your age, your gender, location, interests, basically your demographics, who you want to dial in for your audience, your targeting. Then your ad level is where you literally make your ad or you choose your ad if we made it on the page, which is how we are doing it currently. So we go to edit. Obviously, we pick our page. Let's just do the golfers one again for the time being. We pick our existing post. This is the sample one. Now, when we're here, hold on, we have a bunch of old pixels here. Let me delete these. So now, when you're here, like I said, Facebook's always been changing. Back in the day, we would have to choose make a pixel per product, paste it, and we would have to choose it and basically use this method where we have like 95 different pixels. With the new pixel, we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to choose an older pixel. What we do is just click track all conversions from my Facebook pixel. Once you do that, that pixel that I showed you how to install in the beginning of this video, that's part of this. It is now like a so-called master pixel, okay? Now, Facebook will track per ad. In other words, you make this ad, this pixel is chosen. If this ad makes a conversion, you will see that conversion that comes from this ad. And like I said, I do have a video in VCF which shows you how to leverage Facebook reports that is inside of your ads manager. I will link it down below. So once you make an ad and you choose this, you choose your proper pixel after it's installed. Now, mind you, you only need to install this pixel once on Shopify, okay? The way I taught you how to do this in the beginning of the video, you install it once, you are completely done. Don't worry about installing it again or changing anything or whatever. It's just going forward, when you make an ad, you just click this off. Now, not everyone might have this update yet. I know, like I said, Facebook's always changing. It used to be a drop down, like literally kind of like how we have a drop down for pages. It was a drop down. And in the drop down, you would have to pick purchase, which is one of the pixels. Remember that little snippet of code that we put in? And that's how it was literally last week, okay? And I came into Power Editor recently. You got the Instagram ads that are new. I saw that pop up come up, and now I noticed conversion tracking is now down here. No more drop down. You just have to actually click this off. So, like I said, Facebook's always changing. Currently, this is how you set it up. So when you're making an ad, make sure your pixel is installed on Shopify. Once it is, you are done. Just make sure this is clicked off, and then the video in the description below we'll show you where you go to actually see the data for your ad. So you can go in and see which ad is making a conversion. So, like I said, for the people who aren't using Google Analytics, who don't currently want to invest in Improvely, Link Tracker, any other third-party tracker, although they may track a lot better, you can use this exact method. Don't worry about using Improvely. You just put your regular website link here. Don't worry about any UTM, IMS, any of this tracking stuff. You just pick the pixel. That's it. Use the FB reports video that I have below. Check out how to leverage that. Check out how you can go into Ads Manager and actually view all of your conversions. And this will get you guys going right off the bat so you can start tracking sales. Might not be all the sales, but it's better than nothing, and you'll know which ad is actually making sales, and you can start scaling those up. So that's it for this video. Any questions, you know where to reach us. Facebook, personal, message us, Skype, wherever. We're here to help you guys. All right, have a good one.